Should you have a will or trust? What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Key. I'm the managing attorney at Key Law. We take the headache out of estate planning and probate so you can focus on what's important. Before we begin, if you have any estate planning or probate related questions and you live in the great state of Alabama and you'd like to speak to an attorney for free, I swear I can speak, you can go to keylawllc.com. We have a link there that you can set up a time to talk. We'd love to speak with you and see if we can help you. Now, should you get a will or a trust? It's a very, very important question. And typically, what I recommend for my clients is that if you own real estate in multiple states or real estate period, or have a business, or you have children under the age of about 35, I typically recommend a revocable trust instead of a will. And here's why. First of all, if you do own property, you're going to have to go through the probate process. And trusts are great because they avoid probate. They're able to keep things private so you don't have people calling asking if you want to sell the property. It has a way of kind of shielding that stuff and helping you. It also avoids double probate if you own property out of state. The other part of it that I think is good for revocable trusts, just in general, is that the speed of the transfer of the assets. When you have a revocable trust, once the document is taken to someone who can administer the estate, the trustee can administer the assets like that. It's almost immediate. As soon as they can get the paperwork filed, the deeds filed, it will take immediate effect. Whereas probate, at least in the state of Alabama, at a minimum is a 6-month process, but usually it goes on to 9 months to a year. And that's if everything is going perfectly and there aren't any contests or any other issues going on. So those are the reasons why I typically will recommend a revocable trust for those with property or assets. Now, if you have children under the age of 35, this becomes an even bigger deal because trusts, and specifically revocable trusts, they give you more control about how those assets are distributed. So think of it this way, and I tend to kind of snicker at myself when I think of it, but if you are going to give an 18-year-old child, and they are children at that point, regardless of what the law says, $200,000 at one lump sum and said, here you go. Here's $200,000 at 18 years old. How responsible do you think they would be? I know if you gave me $200,000 at 18 years old, that money would have been gone fairly quickly, and probably not on things that would have been beneficial to my long-term future. And with trusts, you get a nice little tool to have control of that, to say, hey, here's some money for college. Hey, here's a little bit of money as you go along. Hey, here's a little bit for a house or a wedding or for different things that may be more beneficial to your future. And you can actually delay that disbursement of those funds until they are a little bit more mature and responsible and able to handle that. And so that's a great reason that trusts give you that control. That's another reason why you'd want to have it, to make sure that the funds are used in a responsible way. And you also have someone in a trustee that's kind of looking over that shoulder. Versus with a will, once they turn 18, boom, here it is. Here's that 200 grand. Here comes Vegas. So keep that in mind as you are talking about your estate plan with your family or your spouse, because those are two major considerations that can help you decide between a will or a trust. If you have questions about this or anything related to estate planning or probate, and again, you live in the great state of Alabama, you can speak to an attorney for free by going to keylawllc.com. Again, my name is Josh Key. I'm the managing attorney at Key Law. We take the headache out of estate planning and probate so you can focus on what's important. We'll see you on the next one.